Aloha and welcome to A Course in Miracles. We're on the Workbook for Students. Lesson 146. So if you've been doing these review lessons, you know that we're going to start out with this idea that is the theme of these review lessons, which is my mind holds only what I think with God. And then for about 5 minutes, we're going to just meditate on that statement. My mind holds only what I think with God. And this is a preparatory phase, this review section, for preparing us for the second part of learning, which is more practical, applicable ideas. But if you look at the ones that we've been reviewing, let's kind of go over them one at a time. Lesson 121, forgiveness is the key to happiness. And then forgiveness offers everything I want. So we started out with the idea of forgiveness being the key to happiness and forgiveness giving me everything that I want. And we learn that what we're forgiving is something that never actually happened, because this world never actually happened, because it has no source. It wasn't created by the Father. It was just made by, like a dream, like our imagination creates things. But they don't last, and they're not eternal, so they were never really real. So that is what we're forgiving. We're forgiving what actually never happened. Then it says, I thank my Father for his gifts to me. Let me remember that I am one with God. So we're shifting from forgiveness over into this idea of what we are and who we are, that is the truth about the separation, that it never occurred, and that we are still as God created us, holy, one, made from love, perfect, worthy. So the next day, those were the kind of ideas that we were thinking about. Thanking God for his gifts and remembering that we are one with God. Then the next day, we took up the idea, in quiet I receive God's word today. All that I give is given to myself. So the third day, we reviewed the principles of listening to God, and whatever we give, we're always giving to ourselves. And then the next day we looked at the idea that there is no love but God's, and the world that we see with our five senses is not the world that we want. And so yesterday we reviewed that beyond this world there is a world I want, but it's impossible to see two worlds. And we took up the idea that I have to let go of one in order to see the other. So we're endeavoring to experience the real world. Not the world of illusions, but the real world. And today's idea says, no one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. And this is the truth about the real world and the truth about ourselves. Who we are, what we are, for God's Son, what all that means. But in order to do this, we have to use the second idea and loose the world from all that we thought it was. Because if we already have a concept in our mind of what something is, and we think that we already understand it because we understand some little part of it, then that blocks us from true understanding. It's kind of like if your mind is dark already, how great is the darkness, because you say that you already know, that you're already right. And that's what the ego loves to do. But we have to come to this place where we're ready to say, perhaps I was wrong about this world, sickness, who I am, all of it. Perhaps I was wrong. And that opens your mind up to receive the truth. So those are our lessons for today. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. And 2, I loose the world from all that I thought it was. So we're going to spend some time today, each hour, meditating on those 2 truths, with the whole theme in mind, that my mind holds only what I think with God. No one can fail who seeks to reach the truth. And I loose the world from all that I thought it was. So that's today's lesson. Kind of short one, but a powerful one too, because this is really taking us somewhere. These review lessons, we're really beginning to use them in a practical way to do what the Course promised, to experience the world, perceive the world in an entirely new and real way, and no longer see illusions, but to see the truth. So have a great day today. Mahalo to you for spending time with me, and send out love and peace and joy to you, all my brothers and sisters, and I'll see you tomorrow.